There's a connection to a deeper spiritual truth for this collective that I'm about to pull for. There's an emphasis on wisdom right now being gained through introspection and diving deep into your own spiritual depth, into your own ideas, following a train of thought that you might think is a train of thought, but it's actually a breadcrumb into a spiral opening that's happening right now, a higher perspective. I feel like for a lot of you, you're finding yourself coming into a deeper connection with nature. You may be dreaming about water, which is a sign of diving into your own emotions and hidden truths and in your subconscious. It's like another level of another inner journey that you're taking where your emotional subconscious are your guides, your spiritual guides, your higher self. But it's a different aspect of yourself, taking you in deeper into maybe something hidden, some hidden truth. So we're gonna pull some cards on that. Seems a little intense, but you know what? I like intense, I do, and I like you if this is for you. And we're gonna see what comes out, because I also feel like part of this introspection is part of a closure that's happening, part of an ending, because there is new coming in, okay? The Mist. Trust your inner compass, be led from within. And I almost wanted to say this. It's like you're blindly being led within, okay? And you may have visions here and there, but it's like following your own inner compass. But this is an inner journey. And the Mist came out to confirm that. I love that. And also, this is almost a review of where you really were led from within in this last chapter, because again, this is like the closing out of a chapter, the finishing up of a story that didn't have an ending. You're getting that because there's something new that you're being led to, okay? What else? The Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it's safe to stop. This is the pause. This is the pause to recharge, okay? So this inner, oh my gosh, what kind of bird was that? Oh, it's a butterfly. It's such a big butterfly outside my window that it looked like a bird. Okay, that there's a huge transformation, an inner transformation that you're walking through, that you're being led through, you're leading yourself through, your emotions are leading you through this. And this is after a time of some kind of, I really feel like there was some kind of chaos, and this is your time to go within. And part of this is part of healing and rejuvenating before this fresh new energy rushes in, this fresh new chapter, this fresh new book, okay? It's safe to be on your own, okay? Plunge into the depths. Look at this. Don't hold back, it's time, go for it and dive in. This is kind of what I was seeing. Look, diving into the depths, the spiral of your own subconscious, okay? And this is part of a healing process, of feeling safe within yourself so that you can trust your inner compass, because there is a new chapter, but this is like the closing out and the exploration. As you're diving in, you dive past the surface level, you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and you might find the shadows and you might face them and look them in the face, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. I see you, I recognize you. Is there a solution to this, or do I just accept you and integrate you in? But then as you're doing that, you find new things that aren't shadows. You find lights, you find little treasures, little golden treasures in there that light you up and bring new passion in, that help kickstart and give you more clues through the mist of this new journey you're headed on. So that's really beautiful. This is all an internal read. This is all about, you know, you could be sleeping and feeling exhausted when you wake up if you're in this collective, and that's because you're doing deep work in the dream realm. Really, I feel like there's a lot of you're doing a lot of work, a lot of subconscious like programming and deprogramming in your dreams, okay? So keep track of your dreams, by the way. But this is all happening because this is deep healing, deep inner healing by diving in. It's talking about like charging up before you go into a deeper dive. There's something exciting that you're about to embark on, and this card just screams, yes, dive right in. After a time of rest, after a time of introspection, after a time of hermiting. Okay, let's close out with one card. The final message for this beautiful, intuitive collective. Co-create. Co-create. Look, the owl and the cheetah are significant. I think this is a nod to the first card of trusting your intuition, okay? It says, you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you're creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your individuality, blended with universal spirit. You're a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. Prepare. And I'm telling you, this card, it was a big yes to dive in. So as you're exploring, and maybe even after you explore and you're resting, you may get this spark, this idea, this exciting, there's something you're excited about. And they're saying run with that, because you're falling in love with life again. And when you fall in love with life, you start living creatively. And when you live creatively, you're in that flow. You're in that co-creation energy. And that's when you create miracles. That's when you create your life's work. That's when you create art. And on top of it, you are living. And you're getting ready to just live, to dive right into life. This is exciting. Yay! If you ever want a one-on-one read with me, you can only book through my website. I don't reach out, don't fall for that. If you want to make sure that you still see my messages, if anything happens to TikTok, go follow me on YT, the other platform, video platform, I'm on there. I think it's linked to my bio. That's all I have. Have a really great day.